It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry.
We're just moments away from the action.
Next on Madden Football.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team, because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're off from Levi Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stop made by Braden Fisk. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. Field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. Man in motion, out of the slot. Purdy throwing here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A tight end in motion now. Purdy setting up that play action. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. To throw again, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun is Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw by Purdy. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. 2-2 Atwell. Now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Stafford to the air to start us off. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They send the tight end in motion. Stafford now on first down. And that one's going to hit the turf.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board and the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. To throw, Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will go on offense. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now a give. It's McCaffrey heading right. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers driving ahead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Purdy to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Moody knocks it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. They now trail by double. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Stafford from the gun. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Throwing now on first down. Stafford. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now Stafford again. Throw complete to Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Throwing is Stafford on third. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pretty throwing here on first. Got a man. McCaffrey has it.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send him left out of the slot. Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy on 1st down. Hits him on the in route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. To throw again, it's Purdy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Purdy looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Rivers. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Stafford. He gets this one in Nakua. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Stafford now against a blitz. He's smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They motion the tight end over. Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. He's got it over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and just 2 to go. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Motioning the tight end now. 4th down. Here's Stafford. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Coach can plead his case all he wants, but we know it's going to fall on deaf ears. They call that interference, and it cancels their 4th down stand. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. We made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And
he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Danny Gray to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. New set of downs for him at the 38. On the counter, McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying an option play, headed left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 27.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers only up by a few. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll come up 1st and 10. A give left side to McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Handoff now from the gun. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play. That brings up 4th down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Atwell now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Catch. And he stops the clock, moves the chains. They still have 24 seconds to play with. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.